So, welcome to the Krasarang Wilds. And, well, right away you can kind of see that things are not looking all that great here. You'll see a lot of people here at Zoo's Watch are quite despondent. Our buddy Ken here is here, though.
Hi! Ken met up you Pandora in his time. He'd tell you something. They not sads. Now, look at this place. Sad mopey dopey something around everywhere. Where's song and dance? Where's pies of food? Where's booze, man?
By the way, did you know that Lin found the hidden master? He's in Baquan Hollow.
Oh, Lin find the hidden master? Oh, then our training can continue. Only one thing. Ken must finish helping the sads first. Too many sads here. Go now. Go. This place. It is so sad. Ken never seen a place so sad. What's eating Zoo's Watch? Pandaria always welcome travelers with open arms and open kegs. But this town full of jerks. Everyone's so busy sulking. They won't talk to Ken at all. Can you find someone in town who will talk to us? Maybe no Pandaran just hiding in the houses. Galoo.
Tell me of your travels.
My nephew Yimo has always been sort of a downer, but when this wave of despair hit the town, he took it harder than most. He sat around for days, refusing to eat, just staring off into the horizon. Now he's wandered off towards the cliffs northeast of here, where the Thunderbirds nest and hunt. Thunderbirds, are go! Oh, sorry. Please, Demon Hunter, will you look for him?
Farewell. Welcome.
I don't know what's going on around here. It's like everyone's gone crazy. Please, can you help?
May your days bring you joy.
If it isn't obvious, the Shaw of Despair has really hit this zone hard. All these Pandarans are just basically going into a complete state of despair and even depression. What do you want?
Come, speak with me.
What? Oh, I'm awake again. Ever since this rain started, I just don't feel like doing anything.
Keep the peace.
Guess I'll just sleep for another day. Leave me alone. Yeah. It's raining still, and freezing. At least we haven't had a typhoon lately. Stop crowding me. Everybody's always crowding around in this village. There's no space. We've spent enough time with the Pandarans to know that this is not how they usually are. Oh, great. Someone else has come to bother me.
What do you need?
We toil day in and day out. And for what? There's no point to any of it.
Until next time.
You can't help but feel like... How do I say this? I think you can probably make a case as to which of the Shaw is probably the worst or the most insidious or even the most evil. I mean, we could make a case for a number of them, but you could probably also make the best case for this one because isn't this one just relatable? Very relatable. I can imagine a few of you have gone through this similar type of thing in your life as well, right? I know others that have.
Only one lady panda who's not crazy? Oh, this worse than Ken thought. Go now. Go. You should help me. Ken trying to think of way to cheer up these super sads. Bye-bye.
I love that he's just calling them sads.
They're just a bunch of sands. The Thunderbirds! I hope some of you get that reference. Just look at this. This is an idea of just how dark and depressing this can actually get here. By the way, just right over there, just keep this in perspective, just right over there is Podon Village. You can see the Horde ship, you can see the village, if you are also watching my Alliance playthrough, you'll also recognize that as the area where our Alliance character went to kind of deal with what was going on there. So. Let me guess. My aunt said to. Ever since the storm began, I've just been tired. Not physically, no. It's like my very soul is exhausted. Worthless. Hopeless. I imagine it's what one feels when a mate leaves them for someone with a rounder belly. But I've never had a mate, so how would I know? How can I claim to know anything? I'm worthless to everyone but these Thunderbirds. At least they'll have a good meal out of me. Yes, Yimo came out here to just lay down and die. To just simply let the Thunderbirds kill him and eat him. That's how depressed and full of despair he is right now. You're wasting your time. I'm not going anywhere. Please, Emo. Your aunt is worried sick about you. Is she really worried about me? I doubt it. You have your whole life ahead of you. What is life, anyway? A series of disappointments, one after another. I love that this is then our last option. I don't have time for this. Move your ass or I'll move it for you. Oof! What are you doing? He said, say what you want, I'm not moving an inch. So we start kicking him and rolling him back to the village. Oh, stop it! I'm waiting for the Thunderbirds to take me. Here they come. So, while this is amusing, again, I want to really emphasize that he came out here to literally just lay on the ground and have the Thunderbirds kill him and die. Why? Just leave me here or they'll take you too. No, they won't. Just kicking him and rolling him back. I'm getting dizzy. You're crazy, you know that? Here comes another. Don't give up, Thunderbirds. Come back for me. He's literally rooting for the Thunderbirds to come here and kill him. No. Alright already. Enough with the shoving. I'm going to my room. Feel free to tell my aunt about how you heroically saved me from myself, or whatever. Yeah, no, this village needs our help. Big time.
Greetings.
I can't believe he was actually going to do that. This despair is worse than I had ever even imagined. I cannot thank you enough for bringing him back.
Travel safe.
Hey, PapaNeeks, come over here. Ken thinks he knows how to fix sand pandas.
All of this started with our ponds. In a single day, all of the water retreated down into the earth. When there was no more water in the ponds, it began to fall from the sky. Despite endless torrents of rain, the ponds do not fill. It's as if the land itself thirsts and cannot be quenched. Now the ponds birth horrific manifestations of despair. Elementals made of water from the sky and salt from the earth. The tears of Pandaria.
I hope to see you again soon.
What's up, Ken?
Alright, Kenken's pretty sure he knows what's wrong with Pandaren. Got old Ozen remedy that do the trick. Need to mix honey, fish oil, and salt. Kenken saw lots of beehives in the trees around town, and there must be fish left in the dry ponds. Let's just leave salt. May might know where we can find some.
Oh, hello.
May, do you have an idea where I can find salt around here? Normally we'd have plenty on hand, but most of our supplies have been left out to the ruin in the rain. However, I'm certain that the creatures in the dried up ponds are a mixture of rainwater and salt from the earth. You may be able to get what you need from them.
Farewell.
So, yeah. You can see the bones of all the fish here in this pond, which has not refilled. It's just dry, and all we are finding right now is just a bunch of dead fish. Yeah. Yep. Huh. Hello.
You are most welcome.
Oh, this is the
Fine master.
bonfire thing. Okay, never mind. You're probably noticing I added a bunch of these. Basically, this is my, like, checklist of what I'm trying to accomplish by the end of this playthrough. Now, I'm actually starting to get a little concerned because there are 48 days left of this event.
I'm out of range.
Now, you probably look at this and go, oh, you can be able to knock this out. Yeah, normally if I had a bunch of time. However, now I'm actually starting to get some more hours at work, which is... I'll try and find time to actually get these done, despite this, but obviously once you start to get more hours of work, it takes away time for being able to actually work on this, and let's just say I start to get a little concerned about this. Now, just a heads up, if you are watching, say, both the Horde and Alliance playthroughs, what I'm basically going to do is I'm just going to be doing these main ones on just my Horde character here. And now my Alliance character, I'm going to be focusing on mainly just the Alliance-specific quests for that. Since trying to do all the main quests on both characters is going to just take more time, which I'm now starting to get concerned I may not have. And I really only need to do these once just to get some of these rewards. Like, once we be able to do this, we're going to get another cool reward. You remember how I got the chicken backpack for doing Valley of the Four Winds? Well, when we do this, we'll get Chen's keg. When we go to Kunlai, we'll get his hat. We'll get another pet when we go to Townlong. When we do the Dreadways, we'll get a cool illusion called Shaw Corruption. I want that. And when we go to the Vale of Eternal Blossoms, we will get a mount, the Astral Emperor's Serpent. And of course, Landfall will allow me to be able to then get the class ensembles, which, if you guys are curious, I now have all of the mounts that you can get from the Nessingwary vendor. Including, as you see there from my rarity add-on, the mount that Garrosh drops. So now, the only thing I have left to get from Garrosh is, of course, the Tusk of Manaroth, which, depending on how things go, I may end up having to see whether or not if my guildmates are at a point where they have upgraded their characters enough that they can actually handle taking on Mythic Garrosh, and if so, I may have to be like, hey, can I join so I can be able to get a couple of kills, so I can just simply buy the Tusk of Manaroth from the vendor. If not, it's really not a big deal, because I have enough play characters that I can just keep taking them to see Garrosh every week and just continue to farm the Tusks.
I don't have a target.
But we'll see. Otherwise, what I'll probably want to do is just work on getting some of the other... Now that I've got the mounts, it's like, okay, I can get some toys, I can get maybe some pets, and of course, transmog. Because of course, transmog is one of the most important things in this game. Don't let anybody ever tell you any different. They know it's true.
Tell me of your travels.
Thank you. It's time we take back our land from this curse.
Travel safe. I hope to see you again soon.
With our grip on the province loosening, Sorok from the wilds have already moved into the cave just north of town. Most of our hunters are face down in their own tiers, so the Sorok just walk in here like they own the place and grab whatever they want. I want to send a message that Zoo's watch is not to be crossed. Will you be my messenger?
May your days bring you joy.
Bonfires are surprisingly effective at discouraging beasts from wandering out of the wilds. We have 3 along the border to the southwest, which we normally keep lit at all times. Nobody's been there for days, though, and the fires must be out by now. It's only a matter of time before the wilds creep back in and overtake the land we have kept safe for centuries. Please, reignite the bonfires. They are critical in keeping the province safe, and they are memorials to the founders of our way of life.
I hope to see you again soon. Farewell.
Tell me about the zoo's legacy. Centuries ago, this land was still part of the wilds. Reaching the coast was a perilous journey, and many Pandaran were lost to the beasts which roamed Krasarang, nests of the great crane. That is, until the famous hunter Zoo Longbrow came along. Tired of the needless loss of life, Zoo, along with his wife Rin and their son Po, both formidable hunters in their own right, carved out and settled a corner of the wilds. Zoo did not want to settle the wilds entirely, though. Many begged him to do so. In his wisdom, he understood that they too served a purpose, protecting the Great Crane. Thus Zoo Province was born, and Zoo's watch to protect it. Longbrow? Does that mean that Yimo is a descendant of Zoo? That's correct. He's the last remaining member of the Longbrow line. Sadly, he doesn't seem to be made of the same stuff as old Zoo. As I'm sure you noticed, he's dramatic. Please do not take this as a sign of weakness. His name and the responsibilities that come along with it weigh on him heavily. I know Yimo only wants what is best for the province. Someday he will come to understand that at times. You must fight for what you love.
Travel safe.
And plus, he's apparently having a tough time continuing that line because he hasn't found a mate yet.
I can't believe Kenken did not think of this sooner. It's the one thing that can ruin his day. Oh, Pandora got a case of the spooky dukes. Dukes got scared sometimes. Don't want to come out. Poor fluffy mopey dopies. Must be ready to explode by now. This is just the thing to bring him out. That make Pandora happy for sure. Just like old grandma used to say. Can't throw if can't go. Go now. Alright, now we need someone to test us on. What? All these sad pandas making Kenken a sad hosen. You! Get over here, Mopsy. Kenken got just the thing for you.
Who, me? Sure, it's not like things could get any worse.
Here, drink this.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What have you done to me?
It worked! Kenken knew it would work! You feeling better now? No!
In case you didn't catch that, we just gave him a laxative. Yes, Kenken thought giving them a laxative would make them better. Why so serious?
Okay, so that not work. Well, it's your Kenken up. But Pandaran's still sad. We try another old hosen remedy. This time, we go back even further than Grandma. Way, way back to ancient times. Hosen still do this sometimes, mostly at parties. Kenken got woodworking to do. You bring him teeth, not yours. Big ones, like a panther would have. Oh, and some paint. May might know where to find. Go now. Go.
You know, you at least gotta admire that Kenken's heart is in the right place.
Greetings.
This may be a strange request, but, do you have any ink or paint? Sorok take any opportunity to plunder, and with our wardens out of commission, they've been running nightly raids on our supplies. They take anything that they can carry and sort through it back at their lair. Crafting supplies and pigments are just some of the things that they're sure to be sitting on.
May your
Gotcha.
days bring you joy.
So go take them back from the Sorok. So, by the way, in case you're wanting to know more about the Sorok, first of all, no, they are not related to the Lizardmen from Warhammer. I say that jokingly. Especially having been recently playing Total War Warhammer. But, basically, there's not that much interesting lore about them. They're just a bunch of bandits, basically.
I need to get closer.
Like, raiding and pillaging is basically their way of getting supplies and just part of their culture, basically. Like, the biggest example of this is, of course, the world boss right here. You know. Loot and pillage, you know? And it's like, yeah, that's basically the Sorok in a nutshell.
I don't have a target.
Now, there's some more history when it comes to their origins, but in case you're wondering, like, what are they like in terms of a people and a culture, that's it, basically. Ah. I was like, we're going back to the valley? No, we're just going here.
I need a target. I need to target something first.
That's amusing. He was basically a druid and a shaman. He was casting Wrath and then Healing Wave. So I was like, wait a minute. I got the Hidden Treasures for Crashing Wilds achievement. That's amusing. Which I can sell for 100 gold. Hey, I'm rich.
I need a target.
I imagine that because we're not really spending gold on literally anything in this event, that when this event is over and these get transferred over to regular retail, that's basically going to be the gold we keep and start off with. That way they don't have our new level 70 alts just literally have 0 gold to their name, you know?
Target.
That's my guess, anyway. Jar of pigment. Alright. It's like, I'll take this back. Thank you very much. You didn't need it. After all, you literally stole it from us, because that's just simply part of how you do things.
Welcome.
Thank you. That should teach those savages to know their boundaries.
I hope to see you again soon.
Zoo Province serves as a corridor from the upper tier of the valley down to the sea. Keeping the province safe requires daily efforts to maintain a border against the savage Crusserine wilds.
Travel safe.
Oh, this is gonna be great, you'll see. Ah, just in time. All done. Look.
Holds up a carved wooden mask with a ridiculous face.
Now we put on finishing touches. Now we got a guaranteed fun machine.
Bye-bye.
Nobody can be sad when they wearing a mask like this. Now, who can we test it on?
This poor guy here. What was that stuff? It went through me like bad tea.
Perfect. Come here, buddy. Sorry about last time. Put this on.
Fine, whatever. Hand it over.
Whoa! What the ook is that? What the ook and hook? Oh, the whole Zenity! Get it out of here! Can't too smart to die. Is it gone?
I feel happy.
Thank you so much, brave heroes. I will tell stories of you, of PapaNeeks and the mighty and Ken the fearless. Yeah. The Fearless. Sounds good.
Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. I love that all these quests are just references.
Well, that was unexpected. Come to think of it now, Ken can remember why Hosen used mask in the first place. A legend about the Monkey King.
I wonder who that is.
Says he used the mask to cure old Pandaren Emperor Shao Hao when he was too sad to lead his people. Then they buried Mask with all his sadness in the ground. We should use the mask on more Pandaren, but instead of putting sad away in ground, we're gonna punch its butt! Let's do this.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So yes, we then get manifestations of despair
first.
to just hop out of them. I feel happy.
Everything suddenly seems brighter. Oh, my head hurts.
Hello.
We say we're Pandaren, but the land's still sad. Look, rain's not stopping at all. Brrr. How many more butts we gotta punch before we fix this town?
The sky darkens in response.
Now
Is that
go.
emo kid over there? It is! He's at the well, and he's not looking so good. Ken got a bad feeling about this. What the? Shaw Nassies are popping out everywhere! We gotta take care of them first. Okay, one more time. One more time. Emo needs help now. Let's get Mask on him.
Whoa! Quintessence of despair. Yeah, no, he had the big one. Because of course he did.
Are you okay? We're gone. She's coming too. To think you'd risk your life to save me twice now, and I'd only treated you with disdain. I am shamed beyond comprehension. Please forgive me. My mind was not my own. Should you ever need aid of any kind, from a handful of turnip seeds to a volley of arrows, know that Zoo's watch will provide it. For now, I must direct my attention to rebuilding the village. There is much to be done. You may rest here if you like, but we'll not accept any more help. We did it! That was some good butt punching back there. Something tells Ken that's not the last of the Sads, though.
Hey!
Oh, we did some good work to here today. Monastery always tell us to leave a place better than we find it.
Go now. Go.
So I actually already had this mask, so I'll go ahead and delete that. But it is a cool little toy that you get for doing this.
Oh, hello. May your day
Deep into the
bring you
wilds, on the
joy.
southern coast where the Crossring River meets the sea, rests the Temple of the Red Crane. It's home of the great Chi-Ji and his most devout followers. They should be told of what happened here. If you're headed that way, I have a favor to ask. We often send supplies to the temple, but our last courier has not returned. Please look for signs of him as you travel. Where the road forks at the Dojani River, he'd have gone north. When you reach the temple, find Koro Mistwalker. Okay.
Farewell.
Interesting.
Now, hold on a second. Beggars and usurpers, we will burn you and your Pandaran allies to ash. A Tauren?
I've been expecting you.
The Mogu do not trust. Poison. Get sample blades. Bring it to Desco in Thundercleft, west of here.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
And he died. I'm sorry, Chesn. Kill more Mogu? Sure. I got no problem with that.
I don't have a target. It's too far away. I'm out of range. I need to target something first. I need to get closer.
So let's just say that, well, this is where things get, oh boy. The courier. The courier must have died of his wounds. His supply satchel appears to be unharmed. Take the supplies. Alright. Thundercleft. Hello, fellow Taurens. Well, not fellow Taurens, but Taurens that are fellow members of the Horde. Hey, there's Kang. Ah, PapaNeeks. These Sunwalkers may not be the hidden master, but their fighting style is unlike anything I have ever seen. I intend to learn from them. Lin found the hidden master. I can't believe it. I was certain that he'd be here in the wilds. Pokon Hollow, you say? I'll join her soon, and then we can continue our training. For the time being, I've already found an adventure of my own.
White Tiger watch over you. Enough of that.
I'm pretty sure this settlement wasn't here a few weeks ago. Where did these people come from? They came from a place called Thunderbluff, which is in a far distant land called Kalimdor.
Goodbye.
They're good people. So, yes, these are the Sunwalkers. These are... So I believe it was in Cataclysm. So, for those of you who may not remember, back in the days of Vanilla, the Paladin was exclusive to the Alliance. Now, that was not exactly the only situation in terms of something being exclusive. There was quite a bit of exclusivity back in those olden days, when they were like, no, if you want to play this, you have to play this. So if you wanted to play a Paladin, you had to play Alliance. If you wanted to play a Shaman, you had to play Horde. Now, this got corrected in Burning Crusade. Blood Elves brought Paladins to the Horde, Draenei brought Shamans to the Alliance. And they started and continued expanding more on class, race combinations that you could be able to do. In Cataclysm, they added the option where now you could add Taurens to the race that could be part of the Paladins. And basically, one of the ways that this was done and talked about basically had to do with the idea that it had to do... You know how they talk about the Earth Mother as one of their gods that they worship? Well, basically, there was another one that had to do with the sun itself as being like one of the great providers of the land. And that was basically one of the ways that they would utilize the light. So that's why they're called the Sunwalkers, because they walk with the power of the light, courtesy of the sun. At least I believe that's how it goes. I may have to double check my research on that in terms of the lore behind the Sunwalkers. If that's wrong, I apologize. I actually forgot to double check on this before making this video. What I really was looking at, or looking for, instead of that, was... well, let's just say there's a short story that Blizzard released later that had to do with
the aftermath of the questline that involves Sunwalker Desco here. Now, you're probably noticing that he is not exactly in the best of moods. Well, there's a reason for that. But anyways. So yeah, that's going to take us over there. But before we do that, well, actually, you know what? We'll actually I take that back. We're going to continue this in the next video. Because I want to dedicate, like, basically the entire video to this. Oh, hello. Hi there. Whoops. Ah! I got feared.
I need a target.
So let's go ahead and deliver the courier supplies over here.
Good news, I hope.
Huh. I see. And the Shah have seeped out as far as the province already, have they? Well, I hate to break it to you, but the temple is also overrun with Shah. Those of us who haven't been killed or possessed or whatever are fleeing for our very lives. If you defeated the Shah at Zoo's watch, I have to implore you to help us deal with them here.
We will get through this.
As we say at the temple, never fight a tiger with a hosen on your back. We will deal with the Shah, but first we must see to the more immediate nuisance. Boom, boom, just slamming the Sorok against the stone. Boom, boom. Groups of refugees on the temple are headed for a camp to the north, but they're being ambushed by Sorok. Help me see the next group to the camp and we'll figure out our next move from there.
Be careful. These
All right, Koro, I'm ready.
Many lives. All right.
All right.
Lips. One more chance. Where are your police?
He will die in the mud, like your friend over there.
Wrong answer. It looks like we are going in blind. I'm glad you are with us. Stay close and keep your eyes peeled.
You got it. Consider me your bodyguard.
Hold up! I don't like the looks of this. Look out!
I'm out of range.
Help me up. I took an arrow in the knee.
Stop! Stop!
Thank you. I'll be okay, but we better keep moving.
I'm pretty sure Skyrim came out before this expansion.
Incoming! My knee. I'm sorry, I cannot fight like this.
I took an arrow to the knee.
I don't have a target.
The camp is just ahead. We should be able to make it from here.
Come on, disciples, let's go.
Yes?
Ah, thank you. We would not have made it without your help.
Red Crane, watch over you. Watch yourself out.
Hooded falcon catches no quarry. This is one of the first mantras that we teach young monks at the temple. It means that even a foe as swift and lethal as a falcon can be neutralized by depriving its senses. The Sorok have scouts all over the region, acting as eyes for their raiding parties. It's time we put their eyes out, don't you think?
We will get through this.
My students tell me the surrounding area is littered with deadly traps, no doubt set by the Sorok. Stumbling into one gets you a face full of spikes. As the saying goes, the way is rife with danger. Tread lightly, and with scrutiny. Here, this is scrutiny. It should be long enough to set the traps off at a safe distance.
Watch yourself out.
Shh. Lol. Anduin. Hi, Anduin. So, look, about earlier when we had you as prisoner, no hard feelings?
Can you believe the majesty of this place?
Our people have their differences, Demon Hunter, but we are all guests in this place. The Pandaren showed me great hospitality and respect, as I'm sure you've also received. And now they need our help. The Horde is not without honor. If you know honor, then you will know how to save our quarrel for another time. Well, how did you end up here? When the SI-7 found me, they wanted to take me home. I ran away. It wasn't long before the Horde found me. During the battle at Serpent's Heart, I managed to slip away in the chaos. A merchant allowed me to ride with his family as they fled west to Zeus Watch. It was there that I met May Barrelbottom. She told me of the Crane Wing Order, and on her advice I accompanied a courier to the temple to seek an audience with Chi-Chi the Red Crane. I was studying with the disciples there when the Shah arrived. Why didn't you return to Stormwind? I could not bear to just sit in Stormwind and keep my people's blood spills here. Pandaria has so much to teach us. There's great power here. Power that could save thousands of lives. And I aim to find it.
We'll see you soon. Keep your guard up.
Take a good look. The river nearby is swarming with these snakes. Their venom causes a condition that the locals call the Merc Sweats. Several refugees were bitten as they fled the temple and have already begun to show symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, and intense sweating as the body rejects all fluids, causing dehydration and potentially death. We are administering anti-venom as quickly as possible, but we'll need more venom glands. Don't bother removing the glands yourself, just bring back the whole head.
Stay safe.
Wow. Okay then, Anduin.
There's the Grumble saying, "Hey! Meet the Grumbles!" We will later, just not yet.
It's too far away.
We gotta finish with Crasserang Wilds before we head on over to Kudlai and meet up with the Grumbles. And find out more about our Lucky Dude.
I need a target.
I'm looking forward to that. I really like the Grumbles. Lucky Dudes and loot. Yes, I'm using scrutiny to take care of these traps. I like how he's like scrutiny, and then he hands me six. He's like, "This is scrutiny." What?
I need to target something first. I can't attack that target.
And he's like, "What? Is there a problem?" I'm like, "No, no, no. I just wasn't expecting scrutiny to be so literal." But okay.
I need to get closer. I don't have a target. I need a target.
But come on, snakes, just let me cut your head off. I love it when it gives you stuff you don't want at all.
Target something first.
It's like, no, that's not what I want. Like, how about you give me the thing I actually do want, huh? How about that? Don't you just love quests where the quest items are not guaranteed drops, so you just have to spend many, many, many more minutes trying to get something? And it's just wasting your time. They've tried to fix that over the years, but yeah, it still kind of lingers around sometimes in other, like, you'll just kind of find it, like, in quests like these, where it's like, oh, okay, get these things, and then it's like 20 of them dead later, and you still don't have it, you know?
I need to.
Now this one isn't so bad. It's, hey, go kill this many of this enemy. Except that then you're having to run around and try to see if you can find them, and you're like, wait, where are these things? You know? Looks like there's more over here. And of course, we're also seeing some more of the actual Shah over here, but I'm sure we will be getting to deal with these guys later. Because that looks to be the temple. So of course, we'll more than... Yep, that's the Temple of the Red Crane, as you see. A hopeless acolyte. Yep, hopeless, lack of hope. Because, of course, what is despair? A lack of hope. I mean, if you didn't have any hope, wouldn't you feel despair? Or if you felt lots of despair, wouldn't that also just rob you of your hope? Kind of seems and feels that way, doesn't it? Alright, now we just gotta go around and find more of these traps. Just poke them with a long stick. It's a good thing these things don't explode like mines, even though they look like they explode and just, like, shoot off a bunch of, like, spikes. Yeah, that's not dangerous at all. Here, poke this spike trap with a stick and then make the trap just shoot spikes all over the place. You'll be fine. Completely fine. What?
Speak quickly. Our time is short.
Well done. I only wish I could have accompanied you. The blood on these hand wraps is not my own, you know.
Be careful.
Every trap you sprang is a life saved, be it Pandaran, beast, or otherwise. Nobody deserves an honorless death like that.
Red Crane, watch over you.
We're far from home, friend. Be careful.
Inside the jaw, 2 inches behind the second set of fangs.
Keep your guard up.
Oh, thank you, Demon Hunter. I knew you'd be hardy enough to handle it. Judging by the sounds coming out of these refugees, I would not wish the merc sweats on my worst enemy.
I will.
Anduin.
You can wish them on Garrosh, though. It's totally fine. I totally agree with that.
Threat at bay for now.
The Shah have the mysterious ability to evoke powerful, often overwhelming emotional responses in their victims. Oh, hold on. Oh, Miss Walker said, Anduin, will you join me with the Sorak threat at bay for now?
Thanks
it is time we discuss our next move. Certainly. There should be plenty of anti-venom thanks to PapaNeeks.
Thank you. Both of you. The Red Crane has always symbolized hope to our people, but in his absence I fear that even my thoughts began to darken.
Think no more on despair, Koro. We have a saying where I'm from. It is darkest, just before the dawn.
Oh, it just cut off his voice. That it is. You speak with a wisdom beyond your years. If we get through this, I think I'd like to know more about where you are from.
What is it? Be careful. These wilds have claimed many lives.
As we fled the temple, senior members of the Crane Wing Order stayed behind to cover our escape. They are no doubt being subjected to intense emotional trauma, and I fear that they are not at all strong enough to resist falling into despair. We have to show them that there is still hope. Show them that despair can be defeated.
Be careful.
Good news, I hope. Watch yourself out there.
Now, as for that striking the rain part, well, sometimes you have to. Hope is the sun behind a stormy sky, ever in the heart but veiled to the eye. There seems to be no end to the Shah, pouring out of the temple, but in order to see beyond the veil of despair, you must carve through it. With any luck, you'll find a sun behind the clouds.
Red Crane, watch over you.
Huge maws of despair are spewing out Shah from the pagodas on either side of the temple. Meanwhile, your impromptu trading in the way continues. She who mends torn umbrella will be more dry than she who strikes it rain. While I take issue with that particular lesson, sometimes punching the rain can be quite effective. The meaning holds true in this case. Take out those maw of despair and give my order a chance at reclaiming the temple ground.
We will get through this.
Oh, hey, Anduin is accompanying us. And we get Aura of Hope, fortified by Anduin. When you defeat a shock creature at the temple, you regain a portion of your health and mana. And you inspire nearby hopeless red-winged defenders. The more powerful the Shah vanquished, the greater the magnitude of these effects. Huh. Thanks, Anduin. Come on, Anduin, you can keep up. Yeah, just run by the snakes. It's alright, it's all good. You're fine, you're fine. Varian's gonna find out what I had Anduin doing. He's not gonna be like, you did what?
It's too far away. I don't have a target. I'm out of range.
We must not lose hope.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
So if we stand next to them when we defeat them, it inspires them with more hope. Alright, one more. Hey!
I'm out of range.
Get over here!
There's more to this land than meets the eye.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised that worked. Pandaria is proving to be a land where the lines between metaphor and reality are blurred. No kidding. Oh. Of course another player interferes. Of course they do. Hashtag other players.
It's too far away. I need to target something first. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need to get closer.
There's work to be done here. Be careful.
I need a target.
Anyone stop running away from me.
Have you ever seen such a place?
You know something? You make a pretty good team.
Keep your guard up.
Koro's metaphors can get a little tiring, but there's always true wisdom behind them.
Stay safe.
So yeah, now we're going to take on another Prime Shaw. We took on Doubt, and now we're going to take on Despair. Broken are the bodies wherein hopeless hearts reside. The blight of despair strikes forth from inside. This was the last piece of wisdom that the Red Crane imparted to me, just hours before the Shaw outbreak. It makes sense now. PapaNeeks, when the Shaw attacked, they broke forth from the temple's basement. All of his teachings, the very way of the Crane itself, it's all been preparation for facing the Shaw of Despair. The Red Crane has been expecting this conflict for centuries. Enter the basement and defeat the Shaw of Despair. So yeah, he looks very similar to the Shaw of Doubt, just a little bit different though. Like he's colored differently. It's the same like model, but colored differently. And that's going to be the case with quite a few of the Prime Shaws. By the way, this is where you get one of the other Emperor's Burden scrolls here. This is part 4. And you'll be able to see, like, because I've obviously collected all of them, which means I have gotten the achievement, which means I've also gotten the quest to go see Cho and be like, hey! And then we can actually, like, watch the animations that help tell the story, which I think is really cool. But yeah, we took care of Doubt. Now we're about to take care of the Shaw of Despair. And look who's also here. It's Chi-Ji himself. Who is just...
Are you okay?
Yeah, completely...
Succumbing to the Shaw.
Yeah.
Do you seek my counsel?
Go while you can. All is lost.
We must never give in to despair.
What? What's happening?
I'm out of range.
We did it.
It seems hope has triumphed, after all. There is no time for celebration. Many followers of the Way still battle outside. Meet me near the statue at the center of the temple grounds. We will speak there.
Okay. So that's now 2 Prime Shaws defeated. And that is Chi-Ji, who is basically the Loa of Hope. Although I will say, Chi-Ji is not exactly the nicest of the Celestials here.
Are you well?
You have vanquished the Shaw of Despair. My order can handle the remaining cleanup from here. It seems the time has finally come to face the consequences of Xiao Hao's actions. This conflict has been a long time coming. The arrival of your people was merely a catalyst. Now your help will be necessary if Pandaria is to survive.
Peace be with you. Greetings, Wanderer.
So that's the I kind of did these a little out of order, but I kind of did that for a reason. But basically, that's kind of like the end of that particular part of the story of this zone. There's obviously some other stuff going on here. We will continue that, however, in the next part when we help out Sunwalker Desco. And get yourselves ready, because it's a bit of an emotional story. You're going to see it. If you're not aware, oh boy, yeah. Stay tuned.